In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 1st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Kansas City Royals versus Detroit Tigers. The Kansas City Royals and Detroit Tigers will commence their 4-game weekend series in Detroit on Thursday night. The Royals are actively competing for a spot in the American League wildcard race and are also vying with the Minnesota Twins for second place in the American League Central Division. Meanwhile, the Tigers, currently in 4th place in the American League Central, have demonstrated significant improvement this season as they strive to regain their standing as a respectable team. Pitcher Lugo has been highly effective against Detroit, securing victories in both of his starts and maintaining a stellar 1.38 earned run average. The Royals have emerged victorious in their last 3 encounters with the Tigers, winning 4 out of their last 6 meetings overall. Notably, they swept Detroit in a 3-game series at Comerica Park back in May. Kansas City's pitchers have limited the Tigers to 3 runs or fewer in 3 consecutive games and in 4 of their last 6 matchups. In the 2024 season, the Royals have been a reliable bet, covering the spread in 59 out of their 108 games played. Offensively, the Royals have the upper hand in this matchup, ranking in the top 10 in multiple categories, including 10th in batting average with a .251 mark, while the Tigers fall in the bottom half of the league in several key categories. Additionally, Detroit has been shut out in 2 of their last 3 games. The Royals pitching staff, ranked 12th in the league with a 3.81 earned run average, adds to the Tigers' challenges. Kansas City pitchers allowed just 1 run in 3 consecutive games last week. Moreover, Detroit has struggled to capitalize on their home field advantage in 2024, losing approximately half of their games at Comerica Park. Since the All-Star break, the Tigers have lost 7 out of 10 games. At the trade deadline, the Royals made strategic moves to strengthen their young roster. Lorenzen, known for his ability to pitch deep into games and induce ground balls, and DeJong, a versatile infielder, were notable additions. The Tigers' decision to part ways with Flaherty signals a shift in focus towards future seasons, though retaining their ace, Tarik Skubal, offers some optimism for Detroit fans. Given these factors, I favor the Royals to secure a win in the first game. Although Lugo has had some recent struggles, he has consistently performed as a top-tier starter this season, ranking in the top 3 in the American League with 16 quality starts. On the other hand, Montero has struggled significantly, with an earned run average nearing 6.5 after 7 starts. The Royals have already won 4 of their 6 matchups against the Tigers this season, making the Kansas City Royals money line our full game side pick. The Royals enter this game having surpassed the run total in 4 of their last 5 games. They are likely to find success against Montero, who has allowed 42 hits in 36.2 innings, including 10 home runs in his 7 appearances. The Tigers have also gone over the run total in 3 of their last 5 games overall, and in 4 of Montero's last 5 starts. Despite Lugo's strong season, he is coming off a rough outing against the Cubs where he gave up 6 runs. The last 3 matchups between these teams have exceeded the run total, with 33 runners scoring during their 3-game series in Kansas City earlier this season. The Royals have scored 8 or more runs in 3 consecutive games against the Tigers' pitching staff and have exceeded 5 runs in 5 of their last 6 games. In their last 5 games against Detroit, the Royals have posted an impressive .280 batting average and a .457 slugging percentage. They rank in the top 10 in several key offensive categories, including batting average and slugging percentage, allowing them to score quickly and in bunches. They have gone over the run total in 3 of their last 4 games. Detroit has similarly gone over the run total in 3 of their last 5 games, with opponents scoring 8 or more runs against them twice in the past week. The Tigers pitchers have accumulated a concerning 4.67 earned run average in their last 6 games. All indications point to a high-scoring game in Detroit on Thursday, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Atlanta Braves. National League East rivals will meet for the 7th time this Thursday night as the Miami Marlins face off against the Atlanta Braves at Truist Park. The Braves have dominated the season series so far, winning 5 out of 6 games against the Marlins. This 4-game series holds significant implications for the National League wild card race. How will Miami's performance affect the postseason landscape? The Atlanta Braves are hitting their stride once again, while the Miami Marlins seem to be looking ahead to the 2024 season after an active trade deadline. Given the Braves' dominance in the season series, Thursday's game is expected to follow a similar pattern. Charlie Morton, who had a tough outing against one of MLB's weakest defenses earlier in the season, is unlikely to repeat that performance, especially at home. Atlanta's lineup, which boasts a .740 OPS at home, is poised to overpower Miami's pitching. The Braves have had the upper hand in their matchups against the Marlins this season, with a 5-1 record in their 6 games. After a successful 4-1 road trip, the Braves return to their home field where they have a strong 30-21 record. In contrast, the Marlins have struggled on the road with an 18-34 record, the second worst in the National League. Max Meyer, who last faced the Braves in April before being sent down to AAA, had a commendable performance, striking out 7 and allowing just 1 run over 6 innings. However, this time around, he won't have the support of a solid lineup, and this will only be his second start since being recalled. Meanwhile, Morton, who was roughed up by the Marlins in April, giving up 6 runs on 7 hits and a walk over 5 2/3 innings, will face a different lineup. Morton is coming off his worst start of the season but has shown resilience in bouncing back from tough outings. With the Braves in the thick of a postseason race, this series is crucial, starting with Thursday's game following their victory over Milwaukee. Notably, 4 of Atlanta's wins over the Marlins this season have been by at least 3 runs. Trusting the Miami Marlins is difficult these days, especially after they traded away a significant portion of their roster, including many of their top offensive players. Max Meyer, with limited experience as a starter, is hard to rely on, particularly on the road. For the Braves, who are aiming for the top wild card spot, these are the games they need to capitalize on. Charlie Morton has had a respectable season and tends to perform well after tough outings. The Braves cannot afford to let games like this slip away, making the Atlanta Braves to win and cover the spread as favorites our full game side pick. In their 6 meetings this season, the under has hit 4 times, with the teams averaging 7.8 runs per game. One team has scored 1 run or less in 4 of those games. Collectively, the under has hit 108 times between the 2 clubs this season. Both teams have bottom-half offenses in terms of scoring, with the Marlins second to last overall, averaging 3.61 runs per game. Since the All-Star break, Atlanta's offense has scored 3 runs or less in 5 of 12 games. Miami's offense remains unpredictable, with many new young players. The Marlins have scored 3 runs or less in 2 of their last 3 games. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs. While Thursday's MLB schedule only features a slim slate of 5 games, there is a standout matchup as the St. Louis Cardinals take on the Chicago Cubs. St. Louis had a tough time facing Imanaga initially and has generally struggled against left-handed pitchers this season, with a batting line of .227, .292, .347, .639. The Cubs starting pitcher has shown reliability at Wrigley Field, holding opposing hitters to a .226 average and limiting his last 5 opponents to 3 or fewer runs. Earlier this month, Chicago managed to defeat Gray, scoring 3 runs on 9 hits against him. Recently, Gray has not been dependable, allowing 5 runs in 3 of his last 4 starts. Over 24 innings this month, he has given up 18 runs on 32 hits, including 5 home runs. His high earned run average on the road this season makes him a risky pick in this matchup. Both teams have been playing mediocre baseball lately, with St. Louis posting a 5-5 record over their last 10 games, and Chicago matching that with a 5-5 record as well. The oddsmakers see this game as a very close contest. Despite being a matchup between 2 ace pitchers, Sonny Gray has not been performing up to that standard. In 4 July starts, he logged a 6.75 earned run average and a 1.5 WHIP over 24 innings, allowing at least 5 earned runs in 3 of those outings. On the other hand, Chicago is coming off a strong 13-4 win over the Reds, putting them in a good position to maintain their momentum. Therefore, the Chicago Cubs money line is our pick for the full game side. The under has hit 68.6% of the time when when the Cardinals are road underdogs and 62.5% in their division games this season. Additionally, the under is 59.3% when the Cubs play without a rest day. Although Gray hasn't been at his best lately, his expected earned run average suggests that significant negative regression is unlikely. Given Chicago's recent offensive struggles, it's doubtful they will score 5 runs tomorrow, especially if Gray can pitch deep into the game. The St. Louis bullpen, which ranks 7th in earned run average, could also limit the Cubs' scoring. Imanaga recovered from a poor June with an excellent July, posting a 2.55 earned run average and a 0.93 WHIP in his last 3 starts. He has allowed just 4 runs over 18.2 innings. The Cardinals have averaged only 4 runs per game on the road and have had difficulties against left-handers. Gray faced the Cubs in July, delivering his one quality start for the month by pitching 7 innings and limiting Chicago to 3 earned runs on 9 hits. The Cubs won that game 5-1. Imanaga, in a June 15th game against the Cardinals, pitched 7 innings and allowed only 1 earned run on 4 hits, leading to a 5-1 victory. He has been one of the top pitchers in baseball this year, with a 2.95 earned run average and a 1.07 WHIP considering the Cardinals' middle-of-the-pack rankings in batting average and OPS over the last 14 days. We think Imanaga will continue his strong performance. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.